Well, this is my Bamboo GTR. Love the standard look. Really loved it. Got the ones with the 80 wheels. You'll see that it's got the battery bit on the bottom, which is difficult to put bindings on with bolts through. So I decided to have another look. Found these ones on eBay, made in China, with the ratchet mechanism. What you'll also need is these screw studdings so that you can actually remove them really quickly. And all you need is a few washers and these M4 by 20 bolts, which you'll have to cut down to actually fix it to the deck. So those are the ingredients. So in the next video I'll show you how you put them together. Okay, so if any of you got an Evolve GTR and you want to put some bindings on your board, it is possible. What I've effectively done is not gone all the way through the board, but used screw-in rivets like that. As you can, and what I've used is effectively used 2 bolts to screw them in. There you go. So those are those. I shall put links into where they go in, but it's more a question of getting some bindings. These I've got off eBay from China. No heel strap, but as you can see I've put 2 in on this side, and I'll show you how effectively what you do is just measure out where it feels good for your feet. You mark the hole, and then just careful that you don't drill all the way through, because obviously the battery case is on the other side of here. Of course what you could do is unscrew the whole thing and do it that way, but it's just a quick and dirty just to see if it works, just by using a screw-in stud rather than actually drilling all the way through the board. So you'll see that the best way to do it is to effectively just fix one side. So that side is fully done there, and then what you need to do is effectively just figure out where it's comfortable. You know, use the strap to ratchet strap to test what would be good. Once you've got a good position, you just mark the holes with the pencil and then drill the hole. You can see this has got the ratchet mechanism there to tighten it up so that you get a good, and that way you can lift the board up with your feet. Something that I don't know why Evolve doesn't offer in the first place, but it's pretty neat. Looks fairly factory. Matches my shoes, obviously, which is very important. So here we go, we've got this side nicely on the board, as you can see, using the studs. And so effectively the best thing to do is just to put your feet in the right place, and then obviously work out where it needs to be, mark it through the piece of pencil. We're talking about a piece of pencil. So you can see I marked it with pencil there, and the next thing to do would be to make sure that you don't focus on that. Make sure your drill bit does not go too far through the board by marking it with a piece of tape to make sure it doesn't go through any more than 10mm, because you've got the battery pack the other side. So effectively I am going to use another stud. Focus. Another stud to screw the other stud in, and that's a threaded piece like that. That would be the brass insert that the bolt will go on to secure the bindings, and that will be flush with the top of the deck. I'll show you that in a minute. So at the moment we've got one hole done, and let's just drill another hole there. There you go. Be very careful not to go through, obviously. There you go, 2 holes, and now what I'm going to do is effectively screw that into the hole so that we've got the insert, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. There you go, so that is the bolt in the hole ready to screw in. Use a good quality screw head. There you go, and that is into the deck. You will see now. There is the insert nicely in the deck. Just got to do the other one now. Cool. So you'll see in my case the bolts are, please focus, the bolts are too long, so I will be using an angle grinder like that with a good thin cutting blade just to trim them down, because you don't want them to be any longer than the studs that you can see there. Oh, you can't, hang on. There you go. So you don't want the bolts to be any longer than the 10mm, so I should be trimming those off. And that will be the final two. As you can see, that's all done this side in the studs. We've got them nice, the other ready to go in there. Stud in there, a bit further in. A bit of muck in that one, but I'll clean that out, and that will screw into there nicely. Standard, they are about 22.2 long, and then once you've cut them down, they need to be something like 12.4 in length. That's all you need. So there you go. So I've just got the last one to do. Like I say, using the stud as a something that I can cut the thread once it comes off. So standard is about 20mm long, and I'll give the size of the bolts at the end of this. So what I did is I cut down some M4 by 20 bolts. I've used slightly larger washers that you can see here. Just had some spare ones, and obviously some M4 inserts to finish it off. So all I need to do now is get those in and we're done. So there you go, Bamboo GTR with bindings. Means I can now jump on my board. Okay, so that is the Evolve GTR Bamboo with bindings on. Doesn't come with these as standard. Nothing available on the aftermarket as a kit as far as I know. Well, that's pretty much what it looks like. As you can see, bindings have got to come with brackets, bolts, but I didn't use that. As I was showing in the video, I used the studs, so it doesn't actually go through the board because you've got the batteries case in there. You have to be careful you don't go through all the way through. There are various bindings available, some with heel straps. These are the ones that have the sort of mounting board style ratchets to keep your foot on the board, and that means you've got the ability to lift the board now. But that is the Bamboo GTR with bindings on. Not a difficult job. Good luck.